So who takes care of you?
I do.
Hey, best friends. Welcome in. Come on in. Let's chat. Hey, best friends. Listen, I wanted to come to y'all and have a little talk about the Meg Thee Stallion documentary. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I've seen it. Let's get into it. Let me tell y'all what I think. First, I just want to say that I freaking love Meg Thee Stallion. Like, I've loved Meg Thee Stallion since she's came out. Like, I love Meg Thee Stallion. Um, I think her mixtapes are some of the best. Um, but anyways, let's jump into it. So it started off by her, kind of just giving a little bit about, when she was growing up, how she was the tallest in her class, and well, she was like really tall, and it was crazy because I literally went through that. Like, me and Meg are like probably the same height, if I'm not maybe an inch taller than her. And I was kind of bullied in school as well for being the tall girl, and then I was extra sensitive about it as well. So, like, I really can relate to her when it came to that whole thing. So then she started talking about, her mom and how her mom used to rap and stuff like that. And I just thought that that was cool because that's probably where she got it from. And that's a cool trait to have. So I was like, okay. Um, the whole thing just had me like literally glued in. I watched it at work. So she told about her dad and how, he was in prison and then he came home like after 6 or 7 years of being in prison and wound up passing away when she was like in the ninth grade. So sad. So I think she's lost her dad, her mom, and her grandmother. I could not imagine. Okay, I just couldn't imagine like going through that. But she said that her dad used to say, um, everything that grin ain't your friend. And that was absolutely correct. I love that little saying. I think that's gonna stick with me. Okay. So she started getting into how she came out or whatever. You know what my favorite part was? Let me tell y'all when she was saying how her mom was like coaching her and like her mom was like videotaping her like shaking and stuff and well we say shaking in New Orleans so how she was shaking her mama would tell her go lower and she could shake better than that and all of this and that. I was like dang, like you was cursing and shaking around your mama baby. Ooh, child Vanessa, my mama did play that shaking. Cursing. Still can't curse around my mama, okay? And it's okay. I slipped up a couple times. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie. But she definitely had a different type of mama because that definitely wasn't my mama. But I digress. Anyways, so a lot of her advice and, you know, things like that came from her mom. Her mom would always tell her like what to do. And she was really she loved her mom. And you could tell like they had a close relationship. You could tell that they had like a special bond, and I think that's amazing. You don't hear a lot of that about. I mean, you hear about people and their bonds with their mom, but you don't hear a bond like that. You know what I'm saying? Her mom ended up passing away from a brain tumor, um, which is really sad. I couldn't imagine, what she's going through or what she felt because I still have my mom, but I can only imagine because I call my mom for little stuff like little bitty stuff like, baby, so I could have a bump on my toe, or I don't care what it is. I'm gonna call my mama. Like I'm gonna call my mama about something to be like, should I go to the doctor for this? Or ma, this happened, or ma, this going on with the boys. Like I call my mama for everything. Okay, for everything. So I couldn't imagine not having her and not being able to pick up the phone and call her. I think that's really hard. Anyway, so a lot of her documentary was about the Tory Lanez thing, and y'all, when I was hearing like what some of those people were saying, like I seen a couple people, I used to see like little stuff of what like people would say about it, but I tried at one point not to really watch anybody who did like videos, podcasts, like speaking bad about her because like I love Meg the Stallion, so I didn't really want to see it. But to hear the things that they were saying about her getting pum pumed and how he should have, raised rose the pum pum up some, and y'all get it. Um, and a lot of those men, like, it's crazy how they were defending him so hard. Like, it's crazy. Even some women were too, and people didn't believe her, but I believed her from the get go. Like, I just feel so bad for her. Like, she went through depression at like a high stage of depression and wound up going to like a health retreat or something like that. I think she said she was supposed to go for 2 weeks, but she ended up going for a month. Um, and or like a wellness retreat, and so she went through that or whatever. It kind of she kind of went through like her feelings and her thoughts. You know, um, it definitely would make you see the real her. And of course, she's human. You know what I'm saying? And like almost the whole world or majority of the world was against her. And I could just imagine how she felt. I mean, she's in a public eye, so having um so many people like hate you or that used to be down for you like hate you. You don't have your best excuse me, you don't have your best friend anymore. Like, and that whole thing about the best friend, like as close as they were, I could have never did that to my best friend. Like, y'all were thick as thieves. Like, y'all were like sisters. And it does not matter that y'all mess with the same guy or whatever. I think that should have been just been water under the bridge. Y'all made y'all, you know what I'm saying? I really felt like Kelsey should have had her back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that Megan is perfect or perfect in the situation, because I'm sure that there was more to that than that. But I think when you're best friends and sisters and known each other for that long period of time, you should be able to talk out majority of anything. Um, and I definitely feel like out of all things, he shouldn't have came in between the two of them. Um, and it just sucks because you could tell for a while she was like by herself, like just alone and lonely. And she stated that she felt alone. And it's crazy how you can feel alone um in a room full of people. And I know people be like, huh? But it's true. Like, I've been there, done that. Like, you can be with somebody and feel alone. You can be in a relationship and feel alone. You can be around a bunch of people and you just feel alone. And that is the worst feeling that I feel like you can ever have. Um, you know, she talked about she graduated, which was cool. She graduated college, and she was just showing her success, how she wanted to work with Beyonce, and she got to work with Beyonce. And we all love Savage. I think Savage came out around um 19. 19, yeah. So I think that was around the time it came out because they was doing a whole TikTok thing. And I even tried to jump on TikTok. Yes, me. I try to jump on TikTok and do the little Savage thing. I'm not the dancing queen or anything. I am absolutely not good at those dances and making them dances and doing any dance on TikTok. I have tried. And I don't know if I be thinking too much, but your girl just cannot seem to get the steps together. Like, I can't get a good two steps together if I tried. Even those little steps, like I can't seem to get that. I don't know. I don't think my feet, my hands, and my head coordinate together. I think my mind has a mind of its own. I think my feet just do whatever it wants to do, and it is what it is. So, I mean, yeah, that sucks. I wish I was one of them dancing girls. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. But I digress. So then Tory Lane started trolling her, and I remember when he did the whole thing about the what was it, like a horse leg or something like that, and he was cutting the horse leg, and when I remember seeing that, and I was just like, this is just a mess, like, and people think that this stuff is funny. It's not funny. Like, the world is just so unserious. It don't make no doggone sense. But yeah, that whole thing happened. They wound up going to court and stuff like that. And Tory Lane said something about, you know what they say about a man that wear pink. And I was waiting for the rest of it because what they say, Tory, what they say about a man that wear all pink, they end up in jail. Is that what they say? Oh, I'm just saying. Hey, I don't know the rest of it. I've never heard that before. If y'all have heard it, just get in the comments and tell me um what they say about men that wear pink. Because I want to know. I'm curious. Anyways, but he ended up, of course, everybody knows the outcome. He did end up going to prison for 10 years. And they show her reaction. She cried about it. And let me tell you, this documentary had me with so many different emotions. Like, I found myself tearing up um at work because I can only imagine the pain that she was going through, the stress that she was going through. I can only imagine, just as a woman, and the fact that women act like they can't sympathize and empathize with other black women, it's crazy to me. Like, a lot of these women is so, okay, let me bring it back. They're so male identified to the point to where they can't even identify as a woman, and they are women. And I don't like no male identified woman. Like, I am a girl's girl. I love to, root a woman on, especially, friends. You don't even have to be a friend. It's so many times that I go outside and I'm, excuse me, I'm meeting a girl and I'm doing all of this Georgia because I had made some spaghetti. Anyways, I would meet a girl and I'm just like rooting her on, and they have girls root me. I love being a girl's girl, and the fact that y'all can't empathize with another woman about what she's going through. I don't like girls like that. You can't hang around me. You can't be around me. I don't want no girl around me like that. Cause what the heck is wrong with you? I don't go up for these Negroes. I'm sorry. I ain't. Nope. Sure won't. Sure won't. Mm-mm. Anyways, so she did the Tokyo thing. She went to Tokyo, and I think she ended up canceling her um concert in Australia because I think that's when she ended up doing like the little wellness retreat thing. I think that's when it was. Anyways, but they also showed when she was on SNL and she was performing. Y'all remember when she was in the red dress and she teared up while singing a song about her mom, and it was crazy because I remember when I first seen that video, I was crying because it was like I felt her pain and I felt her hurt, even though I've never felt that type of hurt before. But I just could just imagine, you know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, I when I saw that video, when I first seen it, I was like, oh my god, and so I wish I could have seen a little bit more. But I think the documentary was really good. I love the personal parts when she was, when he was bringing her chips and she wanted like the certain type of jalapeno chips or whatever, and she had her taste for it, like what I'm saying, like those moments when she was with Lorianne and Lorianne was like, "Don't piss me off," and she was like, "No, you don't piss me off." Like, I wanted more of those type of moments, like, you know what I'm saying? But um she was very emotional, and of course, I can understand why. But the whole documentary was awesome. I really, really, really enjoyed it. I actually watched a little more of it when I got home. Like I finished it at work, but then I started watching. I put it back on just because I just wanted to see more of it. Um, I definitely go up for Meg. I love Meg the Stallion. If I ever had to pick a side, I'm picking Meg's side because I'm a stallion. You know what I'm saying? If I stand up right now, I'm be taller than. But my place has like stupid high ceilings. Like the ceilings are stupid high. So thank God. Anyways, but yep. Oh, let's get into the parts of where she was on with doing her interview, and she was asked has she ever slept with Tory Lanez, and she was like no, she didn't. But then she went and was like, when Gayle King was like, when she asked her that, and then she was like, of course, I lied, like, but I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even gonna hold you. If it was me, I would have lied too, because this is not about my sexual what activities that I was doing. This is not about my sexual orientation. Like it does not orientation. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Sexual relations is what I meant to say. But it does not matter who I was sexual with. That has nothing to do with the fact that I got shot. So I don't blame her. I would have lied too. And people were like, "Oh, cause she lied. She lied to Gayle King. She didn't lie to the court." Okay, it's a difference. I would have lied in that interview too. Baby, no, baby, it don't matter if she slept with him once, twice, or 5 times. And then notice that um she said that he kept catching her like when she was like really drunk. That right there was like, it was a little for me. And the fact that people act like they did not hear that recording of Tory Lanez when he called Kelsey from jail and kept saying sorry. Like, are y'all just oblivious to the fact that he said what he said? Like, what was he apologizing for? Since y'all don't feel like he shot her or pum her, sorry. What was he apologizing for? What, for sleeping with both of them? That's not why he was apologizing. He wasn't apologizing for that. He knew exactly what he did. He apologized. Like, at the end of the day, the fact that people act like they don't understand that he knew that he did that, like, y'all ignoring all of that, but the only part y'all want to stick to is whether or not she did so and so with him. Like, come on. Like, y'all ignoring everything else. And that lets me know that the people that do that and they ignore the truth and you know what I'm saying, what really happened above if they were sexual, just lets me know like what type of people like that they are. They're ignorant. Point blank period. But anyways, I really enjoyed it. Um I may watch it again because I just enjoyed it. And sometimes when you watch things twice, you end up realizing that you probably missed something. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna be watching it again. But anyways, I really enjoyed it. Um, yeah, if you have not watched it, it's on Amazon Prime. Um, so if you have not watched it, you should definitely go and watch it for yourself. Maybe I'm not the best storyteller. I don't know. But I tried. Y'all know I'm new to this. I'm new to this. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So, anyways, that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to come and tell y'all a little bit about the documentary because I thoroughly enjoyed it. And if you love Make the Stallion too, you should go watch it. If you have not already, I'm sure y'all probably have watched it already, but I didn't. I just watched it today because I was gonna wait until around the time that I wanted to do my review on it. But anywho, that's all that I have for this one. So I will see you girls in the next. Thank you, best friends, for checking in with me. All right.